Alright guys, welcome to the start of a new series that I've been wanting to do. And in this series, I'm basically just going to be trying to get Master Ball tier in Scarlet and Violet. And I want to see just how long it'll take me to do that as a beginner in VGC. The plan for this series is pretty much just going to be me playing with a team. This is the team I'm going to be using, as you can see on screen. And after every match, I'm going to be doing a review if I felt like I made any mistakes. And hopefully I can learn something from it. Maybe you'll learn something from it. I don't know. We'll see. Also, for this series, I would actually like to encourage you to backseat me because I feel like I could learn a lot from people who are actually experienced in VGC, something which I am not. I don't know if you saw, but I uploaded a video a couple days ago about how I just got into VGC. But anyways, that's enough rambling. Let's just go ahead and I kind of want to go over my team a bit and then we'll hop into the battles. So my team here is pretty similar to the one I made in the video I just referenced, but I made one big change, and that was I put in Serena over Rillaboom. I felt like Rillaboom just kept clashing with Miraidon's electric terrain too much, so I wanted to look for a better grass type option, and I saw people recommending Serena would be a good partner for Kyogre, so I haven't really tested it out yet, but I'm assuming it's good because it can stop priority moves. The main goal of this team is to definitely sweep with Kyogre or Miraidon, depending on what my opponent's team looks like. And I want to set up Tailwind with Tornadus, and Tornadus is there mostly for support. He has Taunt, so if there's another Pokemon like, I don't know, Whimsicott has a bunch of status moves, I'll just taunt it, and then it can't hit me with anything besides like Moonblast. And then we have Incineroar because he's Incineroar and he's good. Miraidon is here because Miraidon does a lot of damage, basically. Same thing as Kyogre. And Fluttermane. Fluttermane is kind of the iffiest member of the team. It's something I probably would want to replace eventually, but for now, well, at least in some of the games I've played, Fluttermane has been working out. So for now, Fluttermane's on the team, but I probably am going to switch it out eventually. Also, in my games, I found that Rillaboom is a pretty common Pokemon that I win against, which does counter Kyogre quite a bit, and Serena was sort of my answer for that, because if I send out Serena, Rillaboom cannot use Grassy Glide, and if I Terrastalize Serena into the Ice type, Triple Axle will one-shot Rillaboom. And also, Rillaboom's a pretty big threat to Miraidon, so having an option like Serena, who can stop a bunch of priority moves and take out both of my restricted Pokemon's weakness, I felt like Serena would fit the team pretty nicely. In terms of the items on my team, I went with pretty standard picks, I believe. Nothing too crazy. Serena, I gave a wide lens because I would not want it to miss Power Whip or Triple Axle, because that's kind of the reason it's there, to stop the counters to Miraidon and Kyogre. But other than that, items are pretty similar. I could go Booster Energy on Fluttermane, but I didn't feel like it needed it because it's already going to have its speed doubled by Tailwind. But other than that, let me know if you have any advice for what I should do with this team. And yeah, let's just hop into the battles. One more thing. I'm going to be putting the rental code and the PokePaste in the description if you want to try out this team. Okay, so here we are ranked right now. I am in the Great Ball tier, but I've kind of jumped in and out of it a bit. Not every battle has gone super well, and yeah, this is the team we're going to be using. I've actually never even tested this before. Not sure how this is going to go. Alright, looks like we found someone. I don't know what we're going to be going against. Okay, this looks like a interesting team. It's like he's a Trick Room team, but also has Dondozo and Miraidon. But Calyrex Ghost Rider is there. Okay. I think I'm gonna start this with Miraidon and Tornadus. Doesn't have any prio moves. I think indeed he can have Fake Out, but not 100% sure. We will bring Kyogre and we'll bring Fluttermane. I think I'm good with that. I don't know if that was the correct decision, but it's the one I made. Okay, Wheezing and Miraidon. So, I believe with Wheezing out, that means none of my Pokemon's abilities are active, which is interesting. That means Tornadus won't have Prankster up, but I mean, it is still pretty fast. Oh, does Neutralizing Gas only work on opposing Pokemon? Or does it have like a ability shield? Interesting. I think we will just try to Draco Meteor and we'll set up the Rain Dance with Tornadus. Okay. Got hit with the Terra. And it's the Terra Fire. Okay. Interesting. So we can get Tailwind up with Kyogre. Miraidon's just gonna die. And actually, never mind. It just dies to Draco Meteor. Okay. Well, there goes his plan, probably. I'm assuming he's gonna bring out Calyrex next, or... Actually, I don't know. We will see. But yeah, we got the rain up, so now Kyogre is enabled. And we don't have to worry about the sun anymore. Toxic Spikes is an interesting choice. I haven't really seen that be run too often. I'm not really going to be switching my Pokemon in and out too much. Okay, so he does go for Calyrex. What would Calyrex do? Well, I have to Draco Meteor or swap. I think it might be better if I switch to Fluttermane, because I don't want to get Kyogre's HP low if I don't have to. And I'll try to get a Tailwind up with Tornadus, because I think that's kind of the win con here. Also, I could Shadow Ball the Calyrex too. I just realized, yeah, I got poisoned, so Focus Sash isn't going to matter if I get one shot. Or brought to 1 HP. Yeah. Fluttermane's dead, but Tornadus lives, so, I mean, we'll probably get the Tailwind up. Yep, there it is. And, actually, you know what? This is fine, because Fluttermane's going to die, which means Kyogre gets to come out for free, and I'm going to be outspeeding because of Tailwind. So I think I'm in a pretty good spot here. And we do have the rain up, so I'm going to be hitting even harder. Wheezing does stop the drizzle from coming out. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to Water Spout and... yeah, we'll just Bleak Wind. That seems fine. Protect on the Wheezing. Interesting. Not really sure why he wants to do that. I feel like we kind of can't lose here. I don't know if I'm crazy, but to me this seems like an unlosable position. We got Tailwind up, we have Kyogre out, we have Rain up, we have Tornadus, and we still have Miraidon in the back. I think this might just be wraps. I wonder what his last Pokemon is, but I don't think it'll really help. Indeedy. Okay. Interesting. I guess I can just taunt the Indeedee. I probably can just kill it, but whatever. Water Spout might just kill it anyway. Barely. It barely lived. Did it have Focus Sash? No. So it just lived. So I could have just gone for the Bleak Wind, but that's fine. Okay. I don't know that's how it works. So after Wheezing is gone, then Psychic Surge activates. That is good to know. Tornadus goes down, but at this point, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I'll just wrap up the game here because there's like literally nothing he can do. Alright, well, I figured I would just show kind of the final moments of this game anyway. Yep, okay, he forfeited. And that's game 1. And I'm pretty happy with that result. Even though we lost 2 of our Pokemon, I felt like there was no way we could have lost with how things kind of turned out. I kind of wanted to see how Serena was, but I didn't think that was a good enough match to bring her, so maybe next time. I also just wanted to quickly show off where that put us on the ranked ladder. Oh, okay, we ranked up, rank 8. So actually, you know what? Master Ball rank is not even that far away. Maybe this won't be as bad as I thought. But, I mean, at this pace, we need probably like 7 more wins in a row, maybe. Actually, I have no idea how the ranks work in this game. It might just get to a steep drop-off once I get to like Ultra Ball, but I'm not sure. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into a quick analysis of that game, and then we will jump into the next battle. So I just took some quick notes after rewatching that last battle, and the first note I had started off in Team Select. So my note here was I need to try to predict who my opponent's going to lead with, because I didn't really do that in team selection, and I feel like that's really important. And based on how the battle went, Miraidon had an ability shield paired with Wheezing with neutralizing gas, so he can guaranteed get the sun up. I feel like that's a pretty gimmicky strategy, but it's not one I was expecting. From the looks of the team, it didn't really make sense to me because he had Indeedee, which I assume wanted to set up Trick Room, but his team isn't even slow, so I don't really know what the game plan was. I don't know how good Indeedee is as just a support Pokemon. I mean, getting Psychic Terrain up can be a thing, but I didn't have any prio moves on my team besides Prankster with Tornadus. I don't really have experience against Dondozo and Tatsugiri, so I might have been in a little trouble if he sent that out, but we would have had Miraidon to deal with Dondozo. I'm assuming it just takes it out with Electro Drift on electric terrain, but I'm not for sure on that. So this next part of the battle, this is where I learned what the ability shield does. I kind of missed the text that said it's Miraidon's ability activated because of an ability shield, but now I know neutralizing gas does affect your partner and the opposing Pokemon, but the ability shield just made it so he could have sunlight up. Here where I took out the Miraidon with Draco Meteor, I kind of just assumed that Miraidon outsped, but I know that might not be the case because they have the same base speed, but I do have Miraidon trained fully speed EVs. I don't know if his Miraidon was or not, but we might have just won a speed tie. So, I mean, I'll take it. Also, I should have realized this, but after we took out the Miraidon, he had no way of stopping Rain. So this was probably the point where I just won the battle, because Kyogre and Rain is just way too strong if you have no way to stop the Rain. At this point in the battle, Wheezing had already used Toxic Spikes, and I sent in Flutter Mane, and it got poisoned. I'd assume this wasn't very good, but this did let me get in Kyogre faster, since Flutter Mane didn't have to live a turn because of Focus Sash. So, if anything, it was good that Weezing used Toxic Spikes here because I was able to send in Kyogre sooner, and I was able to set up Tailwind with Tornadus, and yeah, I just one-shot everything from there. My last note of this battle is I learned that after Weezing dies and it has neutralizing gas, abilities will activate again, so this makes it so Indeedee's Psychic Surge just activates. I didn't know this was how it worked, but it's good to know that. And yeah, with that being said, let me know if you have any other tips that I might have missed out on this, but I feel like I pretty much covered all the major points of this battle, and we'll just go ahead and jump into game 2. Alright, let's just go ahead and jump into the second battle here. I'm really hoping I get a chance to use Serena, so I know how good it is. If not, I guess I'll have to save her for another video, but we'll see what we get here. Alright, let's see what he has. This guy's rank 8. Oh, I'm rank 8 too. Okay, so I've never played against a Chi-Yu or a Walking Lake. Not really sure what to expect there. I know Whimsicott will have Prankster and will be good for setting up Tailwind. I think this is a good time to actually have Serena on the team. I think he's going to lead with probably Chi-Yu and Whimsicott, if I had to guess. I think we can just bring out Kyogre and Tornadus with Serena in the back. And then Miraidon for Walking Wake. That looks good to me. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling good about my choice here. We'll see if I'm right on who they brought out. Okay, Walking Wake and Whimsicott. Interesting. So, I think what I'm going to be doing here... I'm not really sure what Walking Wake's moveset will be. I'm assuming he's going to Tailwind. I think I'll just go for the Water Spout. That might not be a good idea, but it is what it is. I'm going to bring out Serena to try to stop Whimsicott from doing anything. I mean, it is going to get up Tailwind, and I'm not going to have it. We'll see if this affects anything. Probably going to Terra Walking Wake. Okay. So Walking Wake is a Steel type now. Interesting. Sunny Day. Okay. I forgot it could have that. Photosynthesis. So it's faster now. Hydro Steam. I'm assuming that's a water move. And is that Life Orb? Full HP Water Spout, but I am in Sunlight, unfortunately. I don't think he can really damage me too much, or Kyogre at least. This might be kind of unconventional, but I'm gonna go for the... Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Helping Hand and Water Spout combo. I don't think I need to Terra here. We'll see what happens. Flamethrower. If Serena dies, it's whatever. I got off what was important. I'm assuming Whimsicott's just gonna Moonblast. Oh, Solar Beam. Okay. I should have Terra'd. I didn't think it would have Solar Beam. I guess it is a Sun team, so could have assumed. But, I mean, we still get off Water Spout with Helping Hand. But Walking Wake lives, but it will die to Life Orb next. We'll bring out Tornadus. and get Tailwind up. I think that's a good idea. And it's probably best just to Water Spout. And actually, no, it's not a good idea to Water Spout. We'll just go for the Ice Beam for the guarantee there. And even though Kyogre's probably gonna die, actually, yeah, let me Terra, Ice Beam, Whimsicott, and then Rain Dance. We'll see if this works. I have no clue if it is. I think it'll live. Kyogre will live if it gets hit by Solar Beam. And there's the Rain Dance, so Walking Wake should lose its speed boost. Yep. And Solar Beam. Okay, that is very good. It can't even hit me with Solar Beam. Draco Meteor into the Tornadus. We live that. Very, very good. And I should be taking Whimsicott out as well. Okay, this turn went way better than I thought it would. I'm glad I went Rain Dance over Tailwind there. Perfect. I'm feeling really good about that play, honestly. Okay, so he's probably gonna have Chi-Yu and maybe Flutter Mane in the back. Flutter Mane. And Chi-Yu. Yep. I think what I will do, I'm going to Tailwind and Hydro Pump the Chi-Yu. Hopefully we hit Hydro Pump. It's kind of important here. Okay, good. Chi-Yu should go down. Yep. Yep. Very good. Now he just has Flutter Mane. And we will outspeed. So, yeah. Okay, Kyogre actually lived. That's kind of crazy. I'm assuming Flutter Mane has a Focus Sash, so I just need to double attack, and it'd be good from there. We ended off the second match with Kyogre and Miraidon again. Wasn't expecting to do that, but no. It works, I guess. I'm gonna go for Thunder because I feel like it'll be the most damage, and Electro Drift, and that should just be game. They might forfeit this, but we'll see. Oh no, okay, it's gonna play out. We'll see. Does it have Focus Sash? Yeah. No way Flutter Mane lives that without Focus Sash. And Kyogre should outspeed. Yep. And that's the game. So we went for 2 for 2 in this video. Honestly, I will take it. And Serena did contribute 1 helping hand. So, very good. And I don't know, maybe he didn't want to use any of... he didn't want to use Taunt on Whimsicott because I had Serena in the back. But I don't know. I will take the dub. And of course, before we start the analysis of that battle, let's go ahead and see what we're ranked at. Okay, I gained a lot less experience or points or whatever you want to call it than last game. Interesting. I'm not really sure what determines how much progress to the next rank you get, but I don't know. I didn't have a ton of notes in comparison to the first battle, but I believe my first major mistake happened on turn 1 when I swapped out Serena in for Tornadus, because I could have just left Tornadus in and had it use Rain Dance because Tornadus is slower than Whimsicott, so Whimsicott would have used Sunny Day, and then I would have used Rain Dance, which would have just neutralized all of anything Whimsicott did that turn, which would have been a good position for me. I would be winning the Weather War, and yeah, I think I should have just kept Tornadus in. Another mistake I made was right here when I got hit with the Solar Beam from Whimsicott. I should have just Terra Grassed the Kyogre, and I would have taken basically no damage, and I would have taken out Walking Wake for sure. But I didn't realize Whimsicott would have Solar Beam. I definitely should have, because it is a grass type. Usually, well, the only Whimsicotts I've ever faced have taken Moonblast as their main damaging move, but it's good to know that Whimsicott can have Solar Beam. And here, I just kind of wanted to point out what I thought was the highlight of the match, and it was this Rain Dance from the Tornadus, because it accomplished 3 things at once. 1 is it got the rain up, so Kyogre is stronger. 2, it stopped Whimsicott from using Solar Beam in 1 turn at least. And 3, it slowed down Walking Wake, so Kyogre could outspeed. And yeah, I think Rain Dance was just a really, really good play here, and that might have been what won me the battle. Not for sure there, but it definitely put me in a really good spot. Overall, I felt this was a pretty good first episode into a series that I still don't know what I'm gonna name. There was a lot of things I learned and a lot of things I felt like I could improve on, but I still ended up winning 2-0 in this video, which I'm pretty happy about. So let me know what you think of this kind of formatted video, if there's any changes that I could make to make it better, or if everything was good. Just feel free to let me know. And like I said earlier, don't be afraid to backseat. I'm here to improve and hopefully help other people improve, so any advice that anyone might have, I would gladly take. So that's all for this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.